So, I know with the passing of Robin Williams, there's been a lot of talk um, about depression. And um, it's one of those things that the people that have it don't talk about because they're passed off as someone who needs attention, someone who just needs to find Jesus, someone who is just temperamental or whatever. Um, I struggle with depression every day, and I knew it for a long time. It took a lot of persuading to get me to go find help for it because I didn't want to be looked at as, I didn't want to be stereotyped. Um, and then when I was actually diagnosed or whatever, um, I think for the first 6 months I told maybe 3 people. Um, and it's funny because, like, one, I'm struggling with the actual disease or whatever, and two, I'm being stereotyped and I'm being judged for it, which doesn't really add to the actual problems and everything. Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is something I've watched my loved ones go through, and when I didn't have, when I didn't know, when I didn't know what it felt like, and I've been on the outside, and I've been the one who's judged, and I've been the one who has said, "Oh, you just, it's not, depression isn't that big of a deal," um, and then the tables kind of turned on me, and no longer will I ever do that. No longer will I ever write somebody off and not listen to them and try my best to understand them, because that's just terrible. It was a terrible thing of me to do. Um, but I want people to know that depression is real. It's so real, and it's I'm considered a very happy person. Like, if people, like, I'm smiling all the time, and I'm not saying that there's like another layer of me, but or whatever. I'm not trying. It's just that I don't want to be sad. I don't want to um, feel abandoned. I don't want to feel alone. And I want the people in my life to help me, and I want just a deep relationship with God to be enough for me, but it's not. It's not. And I'm being very honest right now, and it's not. Um, I cry like this all the time. I feel hopeless all the time. And I'm very happy. Like, I'm sitting right here crying, but I'm very happy, and but I'm very hurt at the same time, and it's a hard thing for people to understand who don't experience it. And um it's difficult because people know emotions only as separate, like, they just can't, like, depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain, and it's something I take medication for, and it just breaks my heart when people don't take it as serious as it is. It's like saying to somebody who has cancer that I don't believe that they really have cancer. Like, it's there, and it's something I can't help, and it's something I am honestly doing everything I can to beat, and I'm doing a dang good job, and I know I'm strong, even though most of the time I don't feel like I am. Most of the time I feel like I am very weak, and it's like I'm constantly fighting a battle against my brain, and I'm losing. And it's like, why do every day when I wake up, why do I have to fight against myself? And why do I have to tell myself it's not that big of a deal? It's not that big of a deal. Well, like it, and why does everybody else not have to deal with this? And why is everything so easy for everybody else? And I mean, there's layers and layers and layers of depression. And one thing I always said to people is I would rather talk to nobody about depression than talk to one person who doesn't understand and who writes me off. Because that hurts on a level that is so deep and cuts so deep. And I am making this video for the people that don't know about depression. They need to understand, and they need to read about it, and they need to never say one uneducated thing about depression ever again. And I'm also making this for the people that have it, who feel like they're alone. Because if you have depression and you have 0 people who understand you and 0 people to talk to about it, you're lost. Like, I have people in my life I can talk to about it, and I still feel lost, and I still feel like I'm a burden to the people who can't help me get out of it. And I feel like I'm a burden when I'm in public and I have to just walk away because I can't handle the situation, or something has reminded me of something that I can't handle anymore and I have to walk away, and then people wonder what's going on. I feel like all of these aspects in my life where depression affects my everyday living, and I'm just telling you that you're not alone, and it's hard. It's hard to have it, and then it's hard to feel alone, and you're not alone. There's lots of people like you, and just one word of advice to you. You get up every day and deal with this, and you go about your normal life. That's dang awesome. That is stronger than anybody else that's normal, that's doing just fine. Because they don't know what it's like to struggle. And you do.